So welcome back, everyone. Another newbie with me. I have Matthew Wilson. He's the owner of 3x5goals.com. You got to tell everybody about yourself. Awesome. I can't wait to open up the lines again for everybody for this. Listen up. Tell everybody what you do.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for having me on the show. It is definitely the season. We're all thinking about our goals. January's coming up, and it's that time of year, December, end of the year, the inventory and all that stuff. So I'm excited to talk about a goal-setting system. I am a husband, father of 5, entrepreneur, creative director. I've got a lot of different things that I've done. And over those years, I've had to really get good at time management in order to do all those things. And so it kind of evolved into the 3x5 goal setting system.
You got to tell them how that works, because you're going to be giving them away today. We're going to be opening up. Listen to this, everybody. Go ahead.
All right. So the backstory, just real quick. Years and years ago, I tried a goal setting system. I tried everything, and they were way too complicated. I was doing 15 goals in 3 different categories of my life and coming up with stuff, and I just felt overwhelmed. And I finally just pulled out a 3x5 card, and I said, if it doesn't fit on here, I don't need it. And I decided I'm going to fill one out before I go to bed at night. And in the morning when I wake up, it's on my nightstand, and I call it my day plan. And it guides me through my day. And it has the one main goal that you're going after, what you're going to do this month and this week.
Was I on it?
Today you are. Actually, I can show you right there. You're in the number 1 spot. And then at the very end, there are 3 check-ins. A mini win, what could you have done better, and what are you grateful for? And so it's a little bit of a journal / goal setting system. It keeps you on track with, and I call it a day plan. And it helps you get through stuff and remember stuff.
And it's a 3x5 card, so it fits anywhere.
Yes.
It sits anywhere, and it's simple. And you made it simple.
I did. People ask me, because it's paper, and we live in a digital age. And I say, well, this is thinner than any iPhone that you're carrying around. I can pull this out faster and write stuff down
How
than you
many people
can.
listening right now would rather it be on paper? I know me. I'm one of the older people that would actually rather it that way. And I would probably, you have it in pen.
I do.
And so tell me why you have it in pen, because I would have probably done it in pencil.
You can do it in pencil. I
It.
just don't like the smearing. I've always been a pen guy when I'm writing. So, but yeah, one of the interesting parts about it as well is the Thinkubator. The Thinkubator is a place where you write down ideas, because our brains are meant to produce ideas, not to store them. And so when you have a thought or an idea or something, you jot it down in the Thinkubator area. And at the end of the week, you can pull these out and you log them in and you journal them depending on where they go. So if it's a new business idea, if it's a problem that needs to be solved, or a new system, or a headline for an article you want to write, or whatever it is, and I've got a whole separate system for that, but you write them down in different silos and keep track of
Thinkubators all the time, but mine have to be, somehow I'm in the shower every time my Thinkubator comes up. I don't understand that about me, but I think that's awesome. I absolutely love it.
Unfortunately, these are not waterproof.
That's okay. So. It doesn't matter. I would run out and write it down. Now, we're going to open up the lines to the audience, if that's okay with you.
Yes.
And everyone's going to get entered. 5 people are going to win a 30-day set, because it's one a day, and it's a daily goal cards that you're going to get. It's a 30-day supply, basically, for you to do. Oh, my God, I love this. And the number to call here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. Now, the website is 3, the letter X, 5 goals.com.
3x5.
You wanted to explain that, so go ahead.
Oh, it's just when I say 3x5, some people type in the word buy, but it's like a 3x5 card. 3x5. Yeah, so it's like 3x5 goals.com.
Us oldie people know what a 3x5 is. So I'm going to do it 3x5 goals.com. So it's 3x5goals.com.
Yes.
Okay. Now you do free consultations, so tell them about you and what you do and how you help people.
Okay, fantastic. So on the website, you'll find a master course that I teach, and I guide people personally through coaching. And the big thing with this that's different, now I use the cards, and I find that a lot of goal setting systems are very tactical. It's your day planner, it's what you're going to do, it's prioritizing, and that's all important. But I like a holistic approach to goal setting. So I have developed an acronym that I use when I teach my master course, and that is habits, environment, accountability, routines, and time management. So if you don't have those things in place, even the best system, writing stuff down, is only going to go so far. If your habits aren't right, if your environment, there are 4 environments that we go through that affect our decisions, and so some of it is psychological, but it's an acronym for HEART. So some people talk about SMART goals, which are good, but I take it one step further with HEART goals, which is very holistic instead of just the execution foundation piece of a goal-setting system.
So how do you work with people? And I know one of the things that you really want to get out there is that you also do training for corporate people out there for their business, their sales force, I'm assuming?
Yes.
Tell them what you do.
Yes. So corporate consulting, public speaking engagements for companies, but these are great for entrepreneurs. These are great for executives. These are great for sales teams, people that really want to get on the same page, that want alignment. Let me tell you a story. I have a neighbor who's best friends with my little 10-year-old daughter. She came over because they ride their bikes to school every day. And she came over and she was going to walk that day. And she said, my bike's broken. And I was, I overheard. I was eating at the breakfast table and I overheard. And I said, well, why don't you bring it over? I might be able to fix it before I go to work. I had a few extra minutes. She brings it over. And the gear is halfway pushed. And so all that was happening was the metal was rubbing on metal, trying to push it into gear, but she hadn't pushed it all the way in. She thought it was broken. I pushed it all the way in and it worked fine. And I find that so many things in our life work that way, especially when it comes to setting goals, is we're just slightly out of alignment. We're walking around making a clanky noise and we think our whole system is broken. But if you just align a few different things, you'll be amazed at what you can accomplish. And I consider those, or I call them habits, environment, accountability, routines, and time management. It's HEIRT. And if you align those things in your life, then you'll be unstoppable with the goals that you want to set.
When you do the speaking engagements, how long are they generally?
Anywhere from half an hour to an hour, but I can do custom engagements, and I can speak. And I love speaking to youth as well. In fact, if you're a high school or know somebody at high school, a kids organization, I do those for free. Those are pro bono, but I love speaking to youth. But I can do custom ones, but generally an hour presentation, 45 minutes to an hour.
So we've got our lines open here. He'd love to hear from you too if you'd like to have him do some speaking for you. You can call him direct. His phone number is 602-315-1055. He does free consultations for everyone that's listening to that would like to get a little bit in alignment, more in alignment, yes. I should say. His website is 3x5goals.com, so that's 3x5goals.com. And we've got our lines open here. What a great time to be here talking about this, and you should really just do a seminar right here on the radio. 5 people are going to win a 30-day set of these daily goal cards, and it's a great time. We're all trying to set goals. We're starting a new year, and I know we're not ready. I understand that, but you know what? It's here, and it's a great thing to do. I love the way that you made those. The number to call here is 602-277-5369, and toll-free it's 1-866-536-1100. So real quickly, what do you think that the biggest mistake people make when they're setting goals?
Well, I think that they overcomplicate things, and they don't have fun. The goal setting should be fun.
They don't write them down. That's what they don't do, is they don't write them down.
That's true, too. There are very many mistakes. It's hard to pick just one. But we say goals, and a lot of times it has a negative connotation. Oh, I've got to do this, I've got to do that. And in our back of our mind, it's not exciting, but our goals should be exciting. And so they need to be fun, and they need to be simple. A lot of times we bite off more than we can chew, we overwhelm ourselves, and then we give up. And that's kind of the cycle that I see a lot of people going through.
Is that why you have one for every day? Should there be
exactly.
just like, and on there, I don't know how many, there's only one a day. You can only give yourself one goal a day. So what happens if you need to do 3 things?
Well, there's a list of 5.
Oh, 5. So you have 5 that you can up to on one card.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to check.
You prioritize. The first one is you don't compromise the first one. That one gets done first. And this isn't, rocket science, or this isn't anything that I have made up, but that particular system rotation is just prioritization. That's common sense, right? Mm-hmm. So I've got 5 slots for that. But on the back, I've got your one main goal, what you're going to do this month and what you're going to do this week. So we're breaking down from larger to somewhat smaller to your daily.
When you work with clients, okay, do you work with just business people, or do you work with anyone? Because a lot of people need to get a little bit in line.
Anyone that needs help in the goal setting area, in any aspect of their life. Yeah.
I mean, because a lot of people just, even if you're not own a business, but if you do, most people are, do. We're all working, we're all doing stuff, and it's really hard. I think we'll all admit that we all either are doing too much, right? It's all this, and there might be just one little thing, like you said, that you can fix, and a little something that you change, and then the next thing that everything looks like it lines up. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's a crazy busy world that we live in, and there are so many things, especially with technology, and so many expectations now on us. And I find that if we just create little wins, then setting goals becomes a learned item. You can actually learn how to get better at it until you can set, it becomes a habit that you can actually do on a regular basis.
So you do free consultations, so you talk to somebody. Can you work with anyone anywhere?
I can, yeah. So the consultations are on phone or video chat. I send these out to different people all over, and so they tie in remotely. And then we call for consultations. We do check-ins, and we do them every week for like 2 months. I think is included in the master course, and that's accountability is a big part of that. So I'm very involved in where are you, what is your goal, and how are you doing. I hold people's feet to the fire. You're not looking for a friend. I'm here to help you achieve. And we have a good time doing it, but we're going to get serious about business, and it'll be a lot of fun.
And it starts with goals and writing them down. And right now, everyone's getting entered in to win. We've got 5 people that are going to win a 30-day set of these daily goal cards. The number to call here is 602-277-5369. Toll free, it's 1-866-536-1100. You got to check him out on his website. It's 3x5goals.com. It's 3x5goals.com, or call him direct at 602-315-1055. But call in here and get entered in to win this. Everyone should have it. Here.